Rufus, first of all, let's establish the fact that we know that you are in function, a coward, that you talk big. But when we look at the mannerisms of your lifestyle, we can see that you're nothing but a pimp, prostituting out the daughters of Zion to this pagan heathen world. And that means that she has more than one master. And the shocking thing is that you've taken on another wife, and you've constituted or instructed that woman to go out and work. I forgot her name again. It was on a video. I don't keep out with all these backstabbers and backsliders, but it's amazing how they'll go and return right back to their vomit. And Rufus, I'm going to challenge you to an open live debate to discuss how is it that we should be treating the daughters of Zion? Because see, you claim to be an expert in this. Should our sisters have to work? Should our sisters have to work to support our men? Now, I'll preface this by saying, a lot of us, we've come out of the world or the religion of Christianity. Me personally, I knew what Christianity was when I first saw it. But still, yet, we were in this pagan heathen world, right? And our wives were working. Now, we understand that, hey, from a worldly perspectives, hey, our wives, hey, they can work because there's no standard there. But when it comes to the fact that, you became Israel, it may have taken you some time, right? It may have taken you some time to get, your wife off of work. And that's all fine and well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would be a hypocrite if I didn't say that as well. I think from the time that the wife and I got married, she worked at the job that she was in before she got married. And then she transitioned and she has not worked since. And that's been over 12 years or so. But we understand that once sisters become daughters of Zion, when they've converted their wicked hearts, they are to be covered and they are to be provided and they should be protected. And their chase keepers at home, because a man is responsible for food, raiment, and conjugal rights. And clearly, between that guy Prego out there, that guy that's giving you beef, he's providing you with food, and your wives, including the new one that you're taking on, has turn around and you got her working as well. I'm down at Lowe's and I gotta look at these percentages off of these tools right here. And so this is something that Rufus calls. Well, he said that he didn't take the tools, and the main reason why he didn't take the tools is because he doesn't need any tools, because he doesn't work. But this is, woo! I tell you, man, I'm getting off track here. $2.99, and this is used. Or this is off the clearance deck. But Rufus, listen, why don't we do a live talking about how a man is supposed to provide and take care of his wife? Does the scripture talk about the notion? See, I'm saying I'm at the contractor's desk, Rufus. I'm out, doing some business, something that you don't know how to do. But should our wives be working? Should they, after they've made the conversion, should they be put in a situation through the malfeasance, the utter incompetence of their head to have to go back and work? If a woman want to subjugate us off of that, but those are grounds for divorce right now. Those are grounds for divorce because a woman is supposed to be a chase keeper at home, according to Titus. But we don't have that in your situation, Rufus. What we have is a bootlicker like you that is turned around and now all of the women that is married themselves, and it goes through a larger issue of women actively marrying bums, Bible bums, because they can quote the scripture real well. But they're, like, again, these people, they get up on social media and they rant about the law and this and the third, and their wives are shitting in buckets and living in poverty indefinitely, and they call that and looking all malnourished on their channel. But this is the kind of foolery and tomfoolery and bummery that these women are choosing today. Did this not the scripture say being taken away captives and silly women laden with sins taken away captive? So what we see visually, and this is by these own people's testimonies, by their lifestyle, and we know if you want to understand somebody, you got to look at the mannerisms of their lifestyle. You have to judge fruit. You have to check people out, because people can tell you pretty much anything. But when you look at the mannerism of their lifestyle, it tells you everything that you need to know. So apparently now, Rufus has 5 wives. He says 3 of them are working. His main wife is working 2 work from home jobs. Like that's some type of prestigious, doing telemarketing and debt service collections phone calls. You know what I'm saying? Why this man gets to live off the backs of women, which he clearly can't afford. Listen here, brothers and men, don't look at this example as a clear-cut example of the fact that if you can't provide for your home, you have no business having a wife, let alone 3 or 4. And everybody's at lunch? Okay. Yeah, see, now I got to wait. But we're living in a time and in a situation where you have people like Rufus that now has his wives out working. Between all of them, what's like 1, 2, his main wife, and she knows that he ain't a piece of shit, but that's what makes her, because a wicked woman is giving on a wicked man. But you got Sister Jennifer. Ain't no sister anymore. Ain't even the mother in Israel no more. But she's working 2 jobs to support this baboon, this gorilla, and he got his 2 other wives working jobs as well. And he's going to get up and talk to you about righteousness and the ecclesiastical council and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying, about the law. But he himself, when you look at the mannerism of his lifestyle, he's in direct violation of the law, because he's pimping out the daughters of Zion. Now, previously, there was no, you shouldn't make a whore out of the daughters of Zion, and what he's doing is that he's sending these women that's been in Israel, or quote unquote been in there. This is how you know that they've gone back to the beggarly elements of the world. He's sending these women out to work now, when that's clearly against Torah, it's clearly against our traditions, it's clearly against our value system, because he don't know where these women are when they're going out and they're working around other men and they're following directions and taking orders from men. This is what's going on today. It's very unfortunate, but this is not a man that you need to follow. And Rufus, I challenge you to an open civil debate on these matters, because again, the reason why I do it is because, see, clearly I don't know much, because there's some aspect of the law in the prophets and even in the renewed covenant that I'm clearly not understanding as to with regards to you sending all these women out to work to provide for you so that you can stay fat. Please, open civil debate. How should the daughters of Zion be taken care of? Are you willing, are you man enough to get on a live civil debate and discuss this using scripture? And I can use scripture, and we can say, and we can see for the people who's operating in the spirit of truth and who's operating in the spirit of error. And we can use the mannerisms of our lifestyle, because the best key indicator to see what somebody believes is when you see how they live their lives. Been waiting, over 18 months now, 20 months, waiting for all these accusations and all these slanderous accusations that you've made against me. And you said wait and see, and we haven't seen anything come to pass. Everybody been waiting for all these accusations to see how much of a wicked person I am, and I have yet to hear any accusations. I've yet to hear any proof other than the slander and the tail-bearing and the backbiting and the real feminine energy that you've put forward in slandering people's name who expose truth about you. So come on, Rufus. Civil debate. How should the daughters of Zion be treated? You want to show?